play. They also play a lot, so that always helps when it comes to like these things because you get to see like them notice and punish their habits.
Yeah, I think that I think Sice has leveled up incredibly as we get into losers finals here. Like Ale is constantly playing extremely well each week, but I think that Sice is just like he's starting to approach that next level, and I love to see it. But it's gonna be on Ale to kind of answer that back. One thing that Cake can struggle with, of course, is finding that straight hit knockout. It's a pretty common issue because you just need to find like a singular hit, and Sice doesn't really need to care about that because he can just find rage combos into true knockouts.
The only thing that I think that would help like aletheman in this is a lot more of that spinning attack. It does have armor breaks on it, and it is a very good move for while you're traveling. I feel like he favors the fist a lot more, which is fine if you keep the Shaggy out.
He actually has been using that a lot today, and he was using it in previous weeks, but definitely more often today because there's a lot of armor spam-based matchups he ran into. He ran into Superman earlier, he ran into Wonder Woman, now he's fighting Shaggy, and doing very well against that, and Sice not being reckless and landing on top of that move.
Yeah, aletheman is doing a good job at punishing him on his approach. That's one of the biggest things that you have to be aware of when you're playing Shaggy. Their options can become very linear. A lot of their approach options are usually from the air. He's doing a good job at punishing those.
Yeah.
Not going to go near that up B at all.
No, let that rock. Once you see that happen, until they're at the end of it, you can't do anything about it, so just let them do whatever silly stuff they're doing with it. And punish him later. Besides, Sice did exactly what you need to do. Lose his life instantly afterwards to the command grab.
Yeah, the command grabs in this game are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, Jake's and Taz both have like
Jake's,
crazy
Taz,
ones.
Iron Giant,
Yeah.
like swoops, like in a game with no shielding and no grabbing, quote unquote. All the characters who do have actual command grabs are just like they're just nuts.
Yeah,
Weakness stacks, and that move, as I learned a little while earlier, is great at sniping out jumps. So you just plummet.
Yeah, no, you just end up just falling. No resources. Very good at air-to-airs. Jake is very good, so is Cake.
Yep. Once again, shout out to us for getting to. I mean, Steve noticed it just goes down at this point. It's almost tradition for the rest of this match. But this lead is kind of like one of those things where it's like, because you're at 143, but once you lose that life, you're subject to get knocked out like sub 30. That happened like 4 times during the Blitz at 273. Not that big a deal. You're gonna get rage here. This is pretty easy for Shaggy to make a comeback.
I like that aletheman already knew that Sice was planning on air dodging in and was able to get that punish there. It just shows a lot of the matchup knowledge that he has while playing somebody of that he's used to. They're training buddies at this point. Hate that skateboard.
I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I will constantly say it. That is easily the most tilting thing for me to get hit by in this game. That is getting there.
So far away. And I love
the way it sends, too. It like bounces you perfectly for a free edge guard.
Yeah, I'm loving the way that he's utilizing the command grab there, bouncing them off the wall. It's very reminiscent of like Rain Dog's projectiles and stuff like that, bouncing those off the wall. Just a really cool like mechanic that is being implemented by aletheman.
Yeah, and that's something that people kind of don't do as often as they should. I've seen people go for more reverse knees off stage with Shaggy to get that same wall bounce, and I think I'd like to see more people do that because it's such a free knockout situation. Ooh, that could have been one right there, but
gonna just challenge the up attack there. Not going to get hit out of it. Very dangerous move to challenge, but Sice kind of took advantage of that situation. They're very even in this percent too.
Yeah, now this is exactly what we were saying before. Like you can, you don't want to ever really count out like the Shaggy in the match because 70. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he lived.
Not
that one.
Yeah, that
chase down.
You got all the drift in the world to go chase after that one.
Yeah, that move is very deceptive. Has a very large, lingering hitbox, that little flail in here.
Yeah, it's very like because it's not something they do too often. Oh,
that was such a good combo out of the aletheman. Gonna get hit with the down air though, and going to lose the stock there.
Yeah, I mean he's been going for single hit dares. And remember I said in previous weeks you could do single hit dare into like command grab or single hit dare into nair into other follow ups. He's been doing them so much, and it's been awesome. Jake, according to chat, or according to Dyer specifically, Jake is the only dog in his heart, Rain Dog Blue, but unfortunately for you, there's no Jake on screen because it's Cake. We have the cat instead.
Yeah, this is a cat.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean,
she said, "Get wrecked, you big dog."
Get wrecked. But yeah, about like even percent here. Shaggy has like the kill power, but
Oh, you can
Cake
get
has
knocked
the
out right
setups. Not gonna have anything left after that last air dodge there. Going to get knocked off by the stretch twist there.
Yeah, drawing the crowd of the bracket here today. A lot of people, of course, coming here from Ally's group, which is, again, Ally the GOAT is what we're going to start calling him. This man brought 4 different people here today.
Just to body them all.
Yep. And it's also, too, because everybody's been practicing a bunch. Everybody's been talking, chilling, learning together.
I love that. I love that name there, off the iPhone.
Yeah, off the iPhone, still in the back there, and then there's also apparently also it's supposed to just be spelled as 1. I gotta fix that. But there's also Buddha the Wanderer who came in earlier. Does a fantastic name. He did play his match, but he ended up having to leave because he had to go to work. So he was marked as a DQ. But it's okay. We get more games, and right now this is an incredibly good counter pick for Sice as he can find a knockout almost on the top.
If he had just one more up B in the tank, I feel like he would have been able to take that. But seeing as he did come off the ground with the up B, he only had 2 there.
Yeah, that's oh my goodness! Like look at the way that Ally has been going for that command grab so much at the sides of the stage. It's been so smart.
That's 2. I feel like the biggest thing about this stage for Shaggy is that you have a much easier time of like getting high up because of the 2 Batmobiles. I feel like that was dangerous. And he's going to call it the DI in and going to get that stock with the second up B. I feel like this is one of Shaggy's better stages. Very neutral for a lot of characters, but
I think it's
very
the stage and Treefort. I think those 2 are easily his best 2 stages.
Yeah. This stage has like a lot of potential for combos, as well as like setting up for characters that like to take the stocks off the top.
Speaking of, he almost gets another one right there, trying to find the upper into up special off the top. Not gonna find the mark he's looking for, but looking for a downer and going very high. That's to beat the skateboard. So you double jump above the range where they want to find skateboard, because if they're too high, they can't get the 3-piece. So you always go for the jump range. Going all the way in the air. That's not done his jump, and he only got 1 jump left, and he tried to challenge that side air with the uppercut too. That was a smart call. I just missed.
I feel like that the down attack there that he got could have been canceled into a kill confirm, but didn't actually go for it.
And look at how Sice is playing, is doing exactly what he's going to match up. Remember, we said earlier, like, don't touch that up B. Well, that's a free rage.
Yep, exactly. Now he's got 109% on him. Not going to be able to. He doesn't run the 100%, right? He runs the sandwich one?
Yeah.
Or did he switch?
Yeah, just the sandwich, because he has the sandwich all the time now, which is the correct option. But also, just in disadvantage works well. Speaking of disadvantage, does not exist for Shaggy as he finds an uppercut off stage.
It's a dangerous game when you try to challenge Shaggy off stage. It's literally like you have to be spaced perfectly or you just lose your stock.
Yeah, I think, my God, Sice is just impressive. Like, in the past, a match like this would happen, like that round 1, and he would kind of play a little recklessly. He wouldn't go for sandwiches, just kind of hold forward. Now he's like doing this in such a good way. This is going to be a stock.
Yeah, that was an amazing
stock answer.
Yeah, that was a very good answer to like that first game there. Not showing any remorse in that, just following and tracking that takedown all the way up to the top and then off the side with that knee. I feel like that was some of the best gameplay I've seen out of Sice in the past couple weeks.
Like, between what happened earlier with Blitz and what I just witnessed just now, Sice has been leveling up so much. It's actually been crazy to see, and I honestly can't wait to see where else he goes, because he's his advantage has gotten a lot better. His ability, yes, yeah, it's just 1 ban right now, so. Yeah, we
don't have enough stages.
Yeah,
to do
I mean, we
no
could
DSR,
technically, right? But honestly, the game is so young that it's like I don't want to take that away from people. You know, like I feel like that there's not like super dominant counter picks on this game, right. So it's preferable that you have more options available. But this is best of 5, so even if say Sice loses this one here, he still has the ability to come back in with his own counter pick, and then aletheman would have counter pick advantage at the end. Likewise in reverse though, because this now gives them counter pick advantage throughout the rest of this.
He had no jump left there. Actually being able to use that air dodge there was probably the best option then. I feel like the biggest thing that I'm seeing out of Sice is he's starting to get these down attack loops into the jab, like jab, down attack. It's netting so much damage. It is staling after a little bit. I feel like ending it earlier once you start seeing the stale would help with like at least gaining the percentage. Might lead into more like ladder combos, but it's working.
Yeah, and I think just the way that he's like kept the way like he gets reward on hit now compared to how he used to has been so good. But Ale getting this full range stage now, not giving him back cave because before he definitely banned tree fort. Like there's no world he left tree fort open even after the experience of playing against Shaggy. But here, getting to go back to Trophy's Edge, he has so much more room to work with, so much more room to disengage. So even though he's at 135, he can work his way back in if he can find another command grab. That's if he lives past this next edge guard.
Yeah, I feel like something that I don't see Sice do enough is after he does do his ladders, he has like one, oh, that was a really good spike there. He has like one more special in the tank. I feel like he doesn't use like the chase. He goes
never
for the
does.
knee instead.
I agree. He only does that after you remind him. That's something he's not used to doing yet. That covers dodges extremely well. Or, oh my god, he wanted to up. If that upper connected, that would have true comboed off that into the uppercut. He would have been gone.
Yeah, that would have been just another stock, and he would have been looking at a potential like game 3 where he just gets another 3 stock. But not going to happen. Ale the man still has a chance here at taking the stock and getting right back into the game. Just have to take it early, but is going to get knocked out off the top with that up B. Sice, no mercy as far as...
That was helpful DI too, because he got hit on the right-hand side as he was drifting in towards the stage. He was definitely holding forward, so that only helped get that knockout off the top just a hair sooner, even on trophies. And now the 2 stocks up again. Sice working on what could be another 3 stock if he doesn't find one soon.
Yeah, just going to not challenge anything involving that stretch fist. He's going to rock away. And that's smart to do because you're choosing to not, you know, like attack the cake in an advantage state.
Attack the cake. Anyways.
And now that's in the bot.
That is here for all time.
Yep. But yeah, it's good defensive mechanics. Knowing that you don't always have to press forward, you could actually retreat. Even if you are in advantage state, sometimes your opponent can get options out of it. Not to get the command grab there, just losing that combo.
And Ale kind of going off a bit there too, getting like a 4-piece. Just missing out on the command grab after would have gave him the 5 weakness stacks. That's a big part of what like Cake's whole game plan is. However, your jumps are gone. Your dodge is not gone. You had 1 dodge left, but at least he got the wall touch to get them refreshed.
Yeah, that was very dangerous. He didn't actually touch the platform there.
Ooh, oh, he finally did it.
I feel like he was waiting for that last stock then. I mean, he still has a whole nother game, but still.
Yeah, now the main thing for Ale is like keep hopefully abusing like Sice's approach, but at the same time like Sice is up a whole stock right now, or a whole life right now, so he can kind of force challenging. Jab went into uppercut. That's gonna be game number 2.
Very solid stuff. He's going for his confirms there. The up B was actually reset there after he lost his stock, right? Okay, so there's probably unsales.
If there's going to be a victory photo, like I should grab my...
G just sneaking in. Also, a custom game invite up in the top right corner. Not during bracket.
Let's go.
It won't get. Who that? Who that? Lil Flip.
Lil Flip
211. You're supposed to be here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wrong place. Also, everybody can take a look at the perks there. I heavily agree with Sice's perk lineup of late. He has switched off a couple of the things like Lumpy Space Punch to get the additional damage on melee attacks in the air. Instead, pushing advantage with the aerial drift because it helps with Shaggy's slow burst speed. And the triple jump just to force those early knockouts. But also just the 100+. Even though you got rid of the range from before, it still is just a nightmare to deal with Shaggy not getting knocked out and getting 100+ and getting the jab loops here up to 42.
Yeah, very solid combo. I was able to read the DI in at that last second and switched up, just extending the combo as long as possible. And now he's in a good spot here. He's chasing down Cake with the forward airs there, trying to get this stock as early as possible. Not going to get hit by that stretch fist there, just resetting right back to neutral.
Yeah, Nudge trying to like hopefully get something going, but like gonna get smacked away to the left off the up air, so luckily he didn't get knocked out on the follow-up uppercut. But I mean, it hasn't really mattered for Sice. He gets the jab, going for the chase with the knee, and Ale been struggling just to get an opening, using the jabs to kind of back him off there.
Yeah, he's playing very far away from like Sice whenever possible, but Sice is just having a really good time at getting in. I feel like the biggest thing, that. We should see a little bit more of that. It deters Sice from going from above, but not really seeing too much of that. I feel like that was the biggest reason why aletheman had such an easier time in that first game. He was pressuring like the approach from above.
This is good because he used he went high and he just missed the sider. That should have been a free edge guard because he already caught both of the jumps, and Sice able to sneak his way out of that.
Yeah, not going to get that stock there. 123% though. aletheman still has it on 90. Like getting Shaggy above that 100% threshold is just going to make it a little bit easier for you to get that stock. I feel like the sandwich just coming in through. I feel like his use of sandwich has just, you know, gotten so much better.
Oh, the jabs into command grab. That's a
that
lot of damage.
No,
It's not enough, but the armor coming through from the flying side special. No knockouts yet. The triple bounce. No, like, oh, that'll do.
Oh,
no, we're not.
Won't. High ceiling.
Not even just that. Shag's worthy just so much money in the pockets and trying to add a little bit, of course, to that. As whoever gets this W gets guaranteed top through a piece of the change for the bracket, but that's going to be the first knockout going to Sice.
Very close, very close. Good use of the armor on the side, like, you know, the flying kick. It's allowing him to get in and not worry about that stretch, like the arm. It's good when you're like up against something with just a single hitbox, things like that.
Yeah, Jao, oh my god, Jab loops again. Not going to be able to really do much past it, but I mean, even with that, still 75 on check 82. Look for the uppercut, or the up air into uppercut again. Like, Josh, this is like you can kind of see, not necessarily when the writing's on the wall, but like you see like the energy shifted. And every time Ale has gotten a win, it's been minimal, whereas every time Sice gets a win, it feels like Ale might die. And that's the big difference between the two right now. As he gets another one there, and Ale is just constantly getting pushed like back.
Yeah, he's constantly getting pushed into this position where he has to like play so far from behind that. Send him right off the side there. Gonna even up the stocks. Really high in the percent, but he was up to about 180% before losing the stock.
That is still like the most comical knockout. Like just getting spit, literally just shot off the stage after getting skateboarded on and then taste tested. Just like the Gordon Ramsay, like this food is disgusting. Like, well, now finally some good food. Gonna get hit by the downer, of course. Uncle Shagsworthy, Shaggy, definitely. Actually, they're not even kidding when they're saying good food. They will pretty much shove it. Do you think Uncle Shagworthy is a little bit more sophisticated in the way he eats, or is he just the same? It's like those running family.
Yeah, he's actually cousins with Bruce Wayne. I don't think you know this, but
Bruce Wayne has terrible dietary choices because he eats and never actually. That man only fights. But right now, speaking of only fighting, Sice is only fighting, and he uses that again. He that's something I've seen in his guide too, as he guides him off the top of the flash zone. He uses that neutral charge to bait out an option, and then he goes in right after that. And Sice taking it here 3-1 over Ale. Ale doing as solid as he possibly can, but Sice is just playing.